Good morning, everybody. We have some updates regarding the domestic terrorist from Minnesota. It is 9:40 in the morning on Monday, June 16th. Formal charges are already being filed and announced against the domestic terrorist in Minnesota for carrying out the horrific attacks a couple days ago against the elected officials of that state. Here's the latest from the New York Times. A man accused of assassinating a Minnesota state lawmaker and shooting another will face federal murder charges, which could allow for the death penalty, federal officials announced on Monday. The state is also expected to charge the suspect, 57, with first-degree murder, which would require a grand jury indictment and carry a mandatory sentence of life without the possibility of parole. That is according to the county attorney during a conference in downtown Minneapolis. Now, a lot of you were quick to point out yesterday in my comments that, oh, Trump will just pardon him. How long before a Trump pardon? Yada, yada, yada. And I understand your sentiment. I really do. But that's not going to happen, and here's two reasons why. First and foremost, why I emphasize the state is also going to charge him, because the president cannot affect state charges or state convictions. He cannot pardon those charges. He cannot commute sentences after a state conviction. The president can only pardon federal crimes. Secondly, I don't think he will issue a pardon to this person because he would be essentially giving a green light to that kind of political violence he himself was a victim of in Butler, Pennsylvania. Some of you also expressed concern that second-degree murder were the only charges announced against this guy. And I said, well, now let's pump the brakes. Multiple charges can be levied against the same person, and that's what we see has happened, right? He has already been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder. So that's what's happened, right? He has these 4 charges, attempted murder, second degree, and second degree murder. That's in addition to the federal murder charges and what the county attorney just announced, that they will be seeking first degree murder charges from the state. What does all this mean? It means that the odds are overwhelmingly in favor of justice being served against this domestic terrorist for the crimes that he perpetrated against Minnesotans and the country as a whole.